Hey guys, so I am going to finally do an updated eyebrow grooming and filling in tutorial. So I'm going to show you just really quickly. This is going to be a pretty quick video because my eyebrow routine is super simple. I have very big eyebrows that don't need a lot of shaping anyway. So I'll just show you how I groom them and then, I'm going to show you how I groom them and fill them in. But first I'm going to show you the tools that I use. Obviously I use tweezers. So I use tweezers, the Tweezerman ones. I have these ones which are very like the sharp pointy ones, which are good for like really annoying tiny hairs that are, you know, hard to get. And it comes with a pink like slanted pair also, which I use a lot, but I don't know where I put them right now. And then I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills little eyebrow scissors for trimming hairs. And I use these little face razors that you can get at like anywhere, Target, any drugstore. And I use these to kind of clean up like the random little hairs like around here and here and in between my eyebrows. So I use this for that a lot. And of course I use a spoolie brush. This is just the dollar like elf one that I just bought pretty recently. And I use a slanted eyebrow brush. And this one's from Anastasia Beverly Hills. But the spoolie part broke off, so I had to buy one of these. And that's really all I use. I used to get my eyebrows threaded a lot, which I really love how they look when they're done. But it gets expensive to do it. Like, for me, it's like a lot because I feel like my hairs grow back so quickly. So it's just kind of expensive, and I also really like doing my own eyebrows, so I don't mind, you know, every once in a while grooming them and really getting them back into the shape that I like. So yeah, so those are the tools I use, and then you will see how I groom them and how I fill them in. So if you want to just see how I do that, then just keep on watching. Okay, so I've zoomed you guys in so you can really see what I am doing with my eyebrows. So what I always do when I'm grooming my eyebrows is I brush them. So I just got this spoolie, like, I think it's an elf one, and it was like, I don't even know, $1 maybe. And at this point what I do is I'm just basically shaping them. And right now they're in pretty, I like the shape that they're in right now, so I'm just kind of going to pluck a few random hairs that don't necessarily look like they belong. So the tweezers that I use, I just use these Tweezerman ones, Tweezerman, I don't even know how you say it, Tweezerman. These come in a 2-pack, and this is the really sharp pointy side. And there's also a regular like slanted one, which I usually use, but I have it in my makeup kit right now. So I've just been using this one. This one's really good for like really stubborn tiny hairs that are just there, but you can't really grasp them with the other tweezers. So next what I do is I use my little scissors, which are also, these are from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and they're specifically for trimming eyebrows, but I use them also in my kit for like trimming eyelashes or, you know, just little things you need scissors for sometimes. So I have really full eyebrows. As you can see, I have I'm pretty lucky. I have a pretty good shape and everything. So what I like to do is just kind of trim the really long random ones. And what I do is I just brush them up first. So depending on what look I'm kind of into for my eyebrows at the moment of whatever time I'm doing it, I'll either leave these really kind of long and bushy, or I'll trim them a little bit. But I usually trim the end part always anyway, and then I kind of make that decision when I get to the end. So I just brush them up a little, And then the ones that are just peeking above the eyebrow line, I just trim them slightly. So you can see they look a little bit more cleaned up. My hair is really getting in the way. And again, I just go here, and you kind of twist it up to brush the hairs up if they're, especially mine are really like thick. And I'm really not trimming that much. I'm just really making sure I don't go too far because, you know, it'll look weird if you chop part of your eyebrow. So right now I think I'm gonna stick with fuller brows for right now. I'm just kind of into that look. And then what I do is, because I'm more of a hairy person, I have a lot of little hairs around here and like around here. The other day I already took care of them, but I might trim them up a little bit more. So I use one of these little face razors for like eyebrows and stuff, and I just go along here and just lightly kind of go downwards and get rid of all those tiny little hairs. You can also clean up the eyebrow shape this way, so you can see all those tiny fine hairs. If you don't want them as part of your eyebrow shape, you can kind of just go like that and clean it up. That's what I do like in this area too. I go down so there's not too many random little hairs here. And this is good for the unibrow area, because I honestly just don't want to pluck all of these, so I just use this little razor. And then right here, to get this really clean, you just kind of go upwards. Closer to your eyelid are really light and fine, so they're hard to pluck sometimes, so I just do those lightly with this. And then I go back with the tweezers and just clean up everything. Okay, so I'm going to show you, after I've groomed my eyebrows, how I fill them in and make them look how I want them to. So I always start by brushing my eyebrows. I just use a little spoolie and I just brush them lightly to get off like powder or foundation and to get them in a place that I want them. I usually just use the Anastasia brow powder, and I will show you how I've been doing this recently because I don't fill in my eyebrows a ton because I just have naturally a pretty good shape. I just kind of fill in the sparse areas, so I'll show you how I do that. This is kind of an updated, more up close version because I feel like I did this in another video and it was not very good quality and you couldn't really see what I was doing. So I use the color in Ebony, but I use the darker shade, and I start on the bottom part on the outer tail, and I just lightly fill in little gaps, really fill in going upwards, and then I just use the brush to blend as I go, like that. Whatever excess I kind of bring to the top because I don't want it to be super bold and heavy on the top part, so I just kind of do that. And I bring it under, going towards the inside too. So it kind of has a little line, and then I kind of push it up to blend in, and then I brush that in as well. Okay, and after I fill them in with the powder, it's so quick and I just barely fill them in. I use some kind of tinted brow gel or clear gel. Right now I'm using the Maybelline one. This is the one I've been using. Brow Drama. And I just do it a little bit to kind of keep them in place where I want them and to give them a little bit more volume. And depending on the look I'm going for, if I want them to be more fluffy and kind of like brushed upwards. So I just go like this. Okay, so that is how I do my eyebrows. And they just turn out, I like the way they turn out. They look very natural but full. And that's just how I do them. Alright, so that's my eyebrow tutorial. I hope you guys liked it. I know it's really basic and not that exciting. I mean, as I said, I have pretty easy brows to work with. And I'd like to keep them very full. So let me just zoom in so you can see them. Again, this is with makeup and everything. I was doing the video without makeup or without eyeshadow or anything, so it's hard to see how they look with everything on. But this is how they look, and yeah, hopefully you guys learned some tips and you can just kind of see how basic and easy my tutorial is. And if you have similar eyebrow shape, hopefully it is useful for you. So yeah, thanks for watching guys. See you next time. Bye.